Okay, so what I do on yesterday, I just recap all the things. First, I load all the libraries, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib for visualization, C1 is statistical visualization. All right, then I read the data set, but data set is not up to format, not in cooked format, so that we can eat the data set. So what I do, I put the header equal to none and dilim underscore white space equal to true, because between the column we have finite space. Okay, so we have to break the data and tell the pandas to data frame that we have different number of columns. Then what I do, then I created over list over here of column name from the names file. Okay, and then I attach my header column name to my data frame. Now my data frame is in cooked condition, ready to eat. All right, check the shape. It's have 506 rows and 14 column. Then we see some statistical data which will work, which will use when we do the prediction. It's a very important role. Okay, then information about data set, how many null, not null, okay, over here. Then we draw the histogram to analyze the range and frequency of given data set. Okay, then we do check different histogram over here. All right, distribution plot, KD plot, like that. Then what we do pair plot with selected column, because not all column, not 14 column give the appropriate presentation. So I take only 5 columns so that I got the 25 plots. Again, I check the head section and draw the regression plot. What regression plot do? Regression plot is basically used to analyze the independent variable and dependent variables for regression line. It's a best fit line on a given data set. Okay, then I do plot using a subplot technique. Subplot technique is in the Matplotlib. When I teach you Matplotlib in next few days, I will tell you how the subplot is done, how the everything is done, what is PLT, etc., etc. Okay, so I draw all the independent variable with the outcome. My outcome is fixed. If you mind this thing, that outcome on y-axis is fixed, because I have to see what impact on a particular feature of particular input variable or particular independent variable and the outcome variable. All right, then I split the data, and I told you some of the independent variable, one is dependent variable. In my case, independent variable is MEDP, that is house price. Okay, and these are independent variable. All right, so what I do, I put this thing into X and put this thing into Y due to formula, influence from the formula Y equal to mx plus c. All right, so X are my input and Y are my prediction or predicted variable. Okay, so these things we do, we split the thing using ILOC function, ilog function, using all the columns before 13 come under X, and all the column 13 onwards come under Y, because no column after 13 onwards, so only one column is extracted over here. Now this is recap. Today we have May 26th. All right, so my team is ready.
Yes, sir.
Raise your hand.
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay, please raise down your hand. I want to ask one more question. The work we do on yesterday, how many people completed? जो काम कल किया था, कितने लोगों ने पूरा कर लिया है? My screen is full with the notification. Wow. Now my students are best students from India. Okay, that's good. Appreciate it. Thank you all. Okay, so let's start the session. Okay, so one more concept I have. Again, I am opening the Excel sheet. I am again opening the Excel sheet, because as I show you on yesterday, the partition between X and Y. So I have to show you some more thing. Let's suppose these are my data set, where the cell border, this one is here. All right, so let's suppose this thing, my X, I just filled with the color. and this thing is my y. Okay. Okay, now next concept. The first concept I disclosed you to yesterday, that we have to split our data set into features and outcome, into independent and dependent variable. Now the second concept, we have to split our data set in training and testing part. What is that? Okay, so these was my x features, input features. Okay, so in input feature I put this thing in training, so I give its name x underscore train. This partition known as the x underscore test. Okay, so my x data set is split between train and test part. Similarly, y train and y test. Please take this a screenshot because it may be helpful for you. Okay, so take a screenshot because when you develop the model you will have some issues, so you can see this thing. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, first I split the data set into format. Now I split data set into 4 segments: x train, y train, x test, y test. But keep in mind these x train always mapped with the y train, and these x test always map the y test. They do not shuffle. X train will not map the y test, and x test will not map the y train. Any question on this one? Otherwise, we can proceed. Okay, cool. Okay, so what I do over here for splitting, I have to call the library. What step I maintain? Any step I maintain over here? I forgot to maintain the step. No problem. I have heading over here. Splitting data set. All right. So what I do from sklearn library known as scikit-learn, sklearn dot model selection dot model selection. It's a sub package. This is access is a main package, is sub package. Okay, import train test split function. sklearn dot model selection import train test. Now see, when we start the model creation, so the role of scikit-learn is start. Scikit-learn is a library. I just tried CIKIT learn, or we can say sklearn is the library which is responsible for model creation. Okay, all kind of artificial intelligence algorithm contained by the scikit-learn library. All right, so what I do now, I'm creating the 4 variable x train comma x test comma y train comma y test equal to train test split. See, this is a class, main package, sub package, class, and this is a constructor because it's a method whose name class same as a class name. All right, so what I pass over here, see, we pass over here 4 parameter. What parameter I pass over here? Syntax of train test split. Parameter, first parameter I pass independent variable, or what we say it's x because we have to split the x. then we have to pass the y and the test size. Then I put the random state. Okay, what these are and how it's working, let's see the thing. So x, y, test size and random state. Now the second question arises, what is expected test size? So beta test size is 40% or 30%. Okay, so you can take these two sides. Okay, for 40% you have to write 0.4 because any calculation written by the data science is maximum is 1. Okay, and 30%, remaining 30% is 0.3. When you take test size 40%, the train size will become automatically 0.6. When you take the test size is 0.3 means 30%, it become automatically 0.7. All right, again you can take this screenshot regarding this one. Okay, so now look the thing, very important thing. I take test size 0.4 and then next parameter is random state. Okay, so what is random state and who will explain me? Any idea? Bhavin Patel, what is random state?
Sir, I think random state is the state where we can shuffle our data in a particular form. That if we have 0 to 9 in our data set, then the state having a single number that is 1, which is taking the random state like a first 5 number or randomly for even or odd number. Then take
Yeah,
2.
it's an internal algorithm. It take any number and it shuffle the data. Main thing is shuffle the data.
Yes.
But question is this: why we shuffle the data?
फॉर टेकिंग द एक्यूरेसी ऑफ द मतलब कि सर अगर हमें हमारा मॉडल मोर एक्यूरेट चाहिए तो अगर से रैंडम स्टेट मतलब फर्स्ट टाइम मैंने हेड पे से 10 डेटा लिया है तो हो सकता है कि जो उसके नीचे वाला डेटा है उसकी एक्यूरेसी उसके अंदर कैलकुलेट ना हो जाए.
हाँ, तो इस चीज को सही से बताओ ना. अच्छा, वन क्वेश्चन आई हैव. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू नो द हिंदी? रेज योर हैंड प्लीज. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू नो हिंदी? या कौन नहीं जानता है, एक बार देख लूं मैं. Because one person from abroad, I don't know what's good name. Muhammad Umar was there on yesterday. Okay, Kiran, okay, no problem. Official language is English. So my thing is behind this thing. When you play the tash ke patte, means card, so you always shuffle the card. So Mr. Kiran, can you tell me why you shuffle the cards?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The logic is originating from there. Explanation is originating from there. Why you shuffle the cards before distribution?
Will mix it up well for getting randomness.
No, I mean, see, tell the good answer. Just like you're a player of card, you're expert player of card. Where you last time play the card? Yes, Mr. Kiran?
Yeah, in my hostel, sir.
Okay, I mean, you are student life, no problem. Okay, so someone raising their hand. Yes, Anupunya. Anupunya raising hand? Not something else.
Sir, actually,
Yes,
we
yes.
random because like, hello.
Yes, I'm getting you. Yes, please.
Sir, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
So actually, sometimes what happens, the data is already sorted. For example, there is some class column. In the top 5 rows,
Madam, please. Madam, please. I am interrupting you. We are playing the cards. So tell me the thing regarding the class. Okay. Why we shuffle the
cards? We shuffle the cards so that we don't get the same cards again and again. We get different cards every time.
Your opponent do not get the good cards in sequence. Means all Ikaz, Basha, Begum, Gulam in sequence. All right, you know this thing. And these cards are very important. So when you don't shuffle the card, distribute. So these are things available with but only one person. It is not distributed. Now what happened when you shuffle the card? Good cards and bad cards are mix up. Good cards means Ikaz, Gulas, Basha, Begum, these are mix up, and bad cards is also mix up. So for any opponent, any participant, any player, the good data means good card, bad data means bad card. Both are given. Same thing apply over here. If you have good data collected on one place, so what happened? Maybe all good data in your training data set or test data set. So sometimes one data set show more accuracy, one data set worst accuracy. That's why we have to shuffle the thing. And I will show you. And you can put any number over here. Let's suppose I put over here 4. You can put the 5. Because this is internal algorithm, how they shuffle based on the 4, 5. And each time it will show that differently. Now I run this line. When I run this line and check xtrain, what in my xtrain dot head. Check the thing. Check the number first. Check the index. First it take the 400 index, then 173, 38, 298. So this is a shuffling of data. Now your data is split in the what shape you have of data. Sorry, xtrain dot shape. Check this thing. Initially we have 506 row. Somewhere I know 50. So 506 into 60 upon 100, 60%. 303.6 means a row cannot be no fraction number, so it take the integer one. So it accurately split your data in 60% training data. Similarly, text data, xtest.head. Again check, this is your shuffle data, test data, and what thing remaining after subtracting 506 to 303, it's a 203. All right, so what we have, x underscore test dot shape. Perfect. And one more thing I want to show you. I tell you the mapping. Xtext will always mapping with the bytest. What does it mean? Even if data is splitted, so if I check the ytest dot head, so xtest, please wait, I will respond to you. 3 participants raise the hand. So xtest have the first index 8. So what about the ytest? It will also have the first index 8, second 289, so 289. So means what data you shuffled, what data you partitioned, always mapped. Yes, now I'm taking the question. Yes, Mr. Raz. Raz, you have any query?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
No,
Raise
sir.
the hand.
No, sir.
So why you raise the hand? Please. Then Akhila.
Sir, how come the rows has been decreasing?
Please repeat your question. How?
How come the rows have been decreasing from 302 to 203?
Where decreasing road?
It is like 30, the size, the shape is like 303 rows and 13 columns, right?
So
In
what you understand from this one? What you understand from this one? If this is the number of rows, let's suppose this is 1, 2, 3. This is the number of rows. If we have 13 rows, 14 rows, and you split this rows, 40% rows in training part, so it will decreases. So some rows goes 60% rows goes in the training part, and the 40% rows goes in the testing part. Got it?
Okay, so but it had been already decreased from 500 to 300, right? At that time. Now it had been decreased from 300 to 200. How come?
No, test size is 40%. The remaining size is train size, that is of 60%. So I calculated the thing 506 and 60%, 303. Same thing I calculated over here. All right. So that is a split between training and testing data set. Okay. Now
Okay.
load the model. Now, then original task, load the regression model. Regression model. First thing all of you do with me to create regression model, because lots of things are common in upcoming model. So at least do this thing sincerely. All right. So from sklearn dot linear model import linear regression. Okay, the first step. Step 1. Step 1. Load regression model from scikit-learn. Step 2. Create a variable of linear regression type. What we can say, create a variable, or its name is model. Okay, model variable or regression type. So what I do, model equal to linear regression. All right. Step number 3. Fit training data in model training data variables. What are my training data variable? That is xtrain, ytrain in model. So model dot fit what I do over here, xtrain, ytrain Now step number 4, load the predict function. All right. So what we do in this step, we just try to find the value based on the test data set. It will accept test variable. All right. Now what we do, pred equal to model dot predict. Okay, so here what I am passing over here, I am passing over here x test, because it's an input variable corresponding with I got the predicted variable, and with that thing we have to compare predicted values will be compare with actual value. What are my actual value? That is my y test. Okay, so value. I run the thing, things are run. Yeah, someone raising their hand. Yes, Sandeep Kumar.
Yes, sir. Sir, is sklearn is just like pandas and numpy?
Yeah, sklearn just like in the pandas and numpy, but it contain all models, various different data type, data pre-processing technique like that.
So, I mean, is there any session for that, or
is there any?
I mean, just like pandas and numpy, is there any class for sklearn also?
No, it's a entire package library, just like pandas and numpy, but its work is different. It contains the various model, various data pre-processing technique,
No,
and
sir.
all the
No, I'm asking. Is there any session? Like, is there
for
any
this
class? Yeah.
no session required for this because we will learn sklearn in between the when we do the model creation.
Acha, so it
only
contains all the models.
या इसमें सारे मॉडल्स ही हैं, आपको कॉल करने हैं और बनाने हैं, ठीक है ना. सो उसके लिए अलग सेशन जरूरत नहीं होता. जब हम पढ़ेंगे इसको, व्हेन वी लर्न द थिंग, देन आई विल एक्सप्लेन दैट. ओके ओके. सो नेक्स्ट रेज हैंड इज साहिल. Is Sahil any query? Sahil, any
Sir?
query? Yeah, yes.
Can you scroll up a little bit? Well, I'm getting error.
Give the cell number.
I do. Yes, this 35. They're saying that name X is not defined. So let me see.
You wrote somewhere wrong. Check this one.
Error might be assigning the data frame to the X variable. So.
I think he has not specified
Might
X
be
and Y.
capital X, I think, sir. He has defined figures.
Check this one. Test underscore size, random underscore state, X underscore train. See, there is no space in between any variable name. Done? Sahil, done?
Yes.
What error you have? Kindly share. What error you have? Please share.
I think he is not declaring the X variable, that is assigning the data frame.
Name X is not defined, it's showing.
Okay. Now comparing result. Okay. Comparing the result. Yes, anyone have query?
What is random state?
What's your good name?
Sheetal.
Sheetal, I tell you in very, very detail what is random state. Are you there or not? I hope I explain random state at least 5 minutes. Are you there at that time or not?
I was there, sir, but then there was a little bit of network issue, so like I was not able to.
Anyone want to explain? Anu, please explain to this person what is random state. Anu, you are getting me?
Hello.
Yeah, Anu, please explain the.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
Okay. So actually, what happens in random state is, whenever we have a data, there are good data and bad data as well, like some positives and negatives. So if we don't use random state, and what if all the good data is collected and then accuracy won't be correct. So we need all the good data and bad data combined. So that's why we use a random state. So it randomly mixed up all the data and select any among them.
Definitely to shuffle the good data and bad data so that data can be properly mixed up. Do not good data not goes on training section or test section. Bad data not go to training section, bad section. So now data is mixed up. So shuffle the data. We use the random state. And if you take it's 5, so your index will be changed. You will got different kind of data. Okay. So that case, you have to decide what is better for you. Maybe your index is different, so you got some different result from mine. Okay. So now proceed in that case. Okay. So comparison result, we got the predict data, but you cannot handle this one until you have the actual value. So what I do, I will store the independent variable plus actual value plus predicted value. Okay, means independent value means X test. What I mix up, I will mix up the X test, Y trend, Y not trend, because it is working on the X test. X test plus Y test plus spread, so that you can analyze what actual value are, what predicted value are. Okay, let's do this thing. What I do, result, my new data frame variable equal to X test, means I copy the X test value inside a result. So result have all those things which are inside my X test. Cool. Okay, now what I do, I just take the head section so that it can scroll a little bit. Okay, cool. Now I have to add the Y test. So I'm adding the column. If you remember, I told you to adding the column result actual, ACTUAL, actual means actual price. So please keep this thing, because lots of column will split it over there. Okay, not fit in the window. So actual, I put the Y test, then result, I put the predicted. What it have the pred. Okay, now I run the thing and then see the result. Now check the thing what we get from regression model. If crime is this one, ZN is this one, all these input are this one, my actual value is this 16.5 and my predicted value. So we have lot of far away from this value, while in this case we have nearby. This is exactly nearby but not accurate. This is again far away. So you can see, if you remember my slide, that I shows some values, actual value far away from the predicted value, and some value on nearby the predicted value. The same thing happening. Now, if you want to write this file, so we have result dot to CSV Boston predicted dot CSV. So this is the way you write the file. For this day I taught you how to write a file and why we write the file. Now in your data frame you have actual value and predicted value. Now your model is completed. Now visualize the thing. Yes, please.
Sir, we got so much error while using linear regression. What if I wish to scale the data using standard scaler before passing it to the model?
Umang, you know the scaling the data?
Yes, sir. The input data will be my scaling data. Input and output data. I'll use dot put underscore transform.
Umang, everything is decided in different chapters. So scaling the data, normalization of data, data imputation is a data preprocessing part. This is very first model, the raw model. Okay, so lot of thing is remaining. Please do not consider this is finished software. Okay, so where we many times return on this model, because we have to implement a lot of technique. I taught you label encoder because there is no string data. I have to taught you the normalization. I have to taught you scaling of data and data imputation. So all and I have to taught you the correlation matrix, how to got the feature selection. Okay,
right.
So this is not finished. We will back many times on this model, but my intention that you guys at least those are new who code this thing, how the thing is working. Many of you expert, many of you beginners. So at least I try to put the beginners nearby the expert. All right, this is my intention.
Right.
Okay, so I write the thing over here. If you go on your thing over somewhere, Boston predicted CSV is created. Okay, so this is not good presentation because this is CSV file, and if you go there, you will got the correct thing. Okay, here is Jupyter format. All right, now what I do, I just do the prediction. Okay, so this is task I am giving to you in 5 minutes. I need this graph. Compare actual versus predicted in regression graph. Okay, what thing I have to implement over here? Because I need that nearby the blue line, one more line is going to be draw. That was a predicted line. Okay, so what thing I have to take in and what I have to draw over here? Because if you write this thing, only you get the data on which you got the data on which complete data set. But I need data set, I mean test data set, so that you got the actual and predicted side by side. Just like we compare this thing side by side. Now your data set is result, which contain the actual one, this one, and predicted this one. Use the result and tell me the thing actual versus predicted side by side. I give you 5 minutes. Do the dare. Okay. So if someone done, I'm giving you only 5 minutes. Okay. I just mute myself. Okay. Do this thing. How we do this thing side by side. At least expert can be, I suppose to expert can give me the answer. Okay. I'm returning in 2 minutes. Okay. So do start this thing. Code is available before you. Data set will be result because result have the actual and predicted value. At least those guys who are working with me.
Sir, this is Sandeep, sir.
Yes, Sandeep.
Sir, I have a doubt. Like, if we is there any chance of changing in accuracy if we change the random state, or will it give the same accuracy if we select any random state?
Nothing happen if you change the thing little bit deviation in errors. Nothing happen. You can take your random state. Like I will show. I will tell you how to fix the random state so that you and me can got the same shuffling.
Yes, okay. I mean, will there be any chance of change in accuracy? Like, I mean, it is
little bit. Some rows go into test and some rows go into train, so little bit different. It will change. Okay.
I mean, is there any specific number like, or
not a specific like, not a specific like.
No number. Okay.
So you can take. Okay. So I need what correction I have to put over here. I give you 5 minutes because this is not simple, little bit tricky. Okay. Okay, you start time now. 8:13 is there. I will contact you on 8. Yes, Harshal.
Hello.
Yes, I'm getting you. Please speak.
Sir, I'm getting an error.
Where?
I'm getting an error into this result actual is equal to y test and result predicted is equal to pred. It is giving me an error. A value is trying to be set on a copy of a slice from a data frame.
Give me the cell number. This one 45, 47.
No, sir. Below head.
This one.
This one 48.
So this one is used to add the column. I just add the column over here at last. I told you in data frame.
Yes, sir. I'm getting an error stating a value is trying to be set on a copy of a slice from a data frame. Try using dot log.
Sir, how you get the error? Because this simple syntax. What data you have, please keep this thing. You have to put the same dimension. If you're using the X test over here, so you have to put the Y test, not train. If the different dimension is there, you will got the error. Check this thing.
Okay.
Because X test contains the same number of rows.
X test. Yeah, I have written the same syntax. X is equals result is equals to X test and result is equals to dot head. If I am checking the head, and after that I have written the same syntax. What you have?
Result square bracket single quotes
actual
equal to Y test. Then result.
The same is there, sir.
In this case, you have to send your. In this case, you have to send your PDF file. I will check only using email. Okay, dataset and result file. Okay. Okay, let the other participant complete this regression plot side by side, actual versus predicted. I'm coming in 2 minutes. All right. Meanwhile, you keep continuing. Hello, welcome back. So, any stuff from your side? Yes, Miss Nisha. Anyone do this thing? How many of you do this thing? Sahil.
Sir, I'm not doing it by side, but I can I can make you write the code, sir. I have read what I thought should be.
Because today I do you not ask any single question. That's why I called your name.
No, sir, actually I'm not doing it parallelly because then my understanding is not clear.
Okay, no problem. Later on you can do at least, because at least I want that how many participants present today. At least do this thing, because
Yeah, bilkul, yes, sir.
at least 70% code will be common in all model creation, and we come back this model 2-3 times when we do some data pre-processing. Okay, because lots of things is remaining, so we will come back. But before this is raw information, this raw model creation are very much. Yes, Mr. Vengala Dilip Kumar, what correction I make over here?
Y equal to predicted value and data equal to result I have made, and I got the result, but I don't know whether the result is correct or not.
You raise your hand, you're not sure that. Okay, so I'm telling you. Okay, nothing is changed. We have to line 2 line in subplot. Okay, in single subplot you can make this line just like I put the x call of I. So my call of I will be changed as far as my knowledge is concerned. My column will be changed. Column will be changed, or call will be same. Yeah, call will be same. Yes, call will be same, because this data frame share the same column in. Yes, till here it's saying the same column, all right. So what I do? Okay, column, plot, subplot, fair enough. Okay, so call of I, then I put over here actual. Now MEDV is lost because I append the column actual, and then I append the second column is predicted. Okay, and data is result, second column is predicted. I just copy and paste, and similarly I copy this line, Control V, and I copy the predicted column over here, because second time I am comparing with this one. Okay, I am adding one more label, because 2 lines are there. So it's a concept of plotting. When you have to 2 line, you have to give the thing what color shows which thing. Okay, so I take the label equal to actual. Similarly, we take the label equal to predicted. Label equal to predicted, and then I put one more thing, plt dot legend. What it this do? This will create a box. Will create a box where the label information, which you put in label will shown. Let's see. Let's play the game. It's running. See this beautiful plot. The blue value are actual and the yellow value are predicted. If you compare the crime versus predicted value, okay, so actually one label come over here. Later on you plot override the predicted value, so it's showing over here predicted. No problem. See the color. So you can find the crime predicted value is nearby the actual value. So my all predicted value is nearby the actual value. We'll create one more time. Yes, run all. If when you let's suppose sometimes you face this problem, when you unexpectedly stop your Jupyter notebook. So you have to run all the things, go to cell and run all the. It will take some time because waiting cursor is there. All right. So working on this one. Perfect. So till here we work. All right. So how many of you work till here? Anyone? Please raise your hand. Perfect. 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 Thank you. So what next step? Next step to display the intercept and the slope. Okay. So how we display the intercept model and slope. I just write one message. Those participants who left, my computer was hanged. That's why. Stop. So those participants who left meeting can start work from here. If I get the message, I mean this PDF will be sent to all participants. So okay. So now next step will be print model intercept and slope. All right. So how we print the model intercept and slope? Model dot intercept. What is intercept? The value of C, if you remember. The value of C is intercept. Okay. And model dot COEWF coefficient. So what are the coefficient? Why I write the coefficient over here even if this is slope? So whose coefficient is this? Yes, Harshal. Harshal, any idea? Whose coefficient is this? Even if this is slope.
So it's an
so
yes, Harshal. Any idea before this?
no, sir.
No,
coefficient of the dependent variable, sir. Sorry, independent variable.
Coefficient of independent variable means we have multiple x. See, if we create in this equation, so m1 x1. What is x1? X1 is crime, first variable, plus m2 x2. So coefficient means what the multiplier of x. What the multiplier of x? That is your coefficient. So the first variable, that is crime. See, it's a negative slope. I told you a thing. See the negative slope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So out of 8, crime has the highest negative slope. Means if the value of crime increasing, so the price of house will decrease rapidly. Means how steep slope is. So that is rapidly changing the value of y. Let's prove this thing. What I do over here, make my own prediction. My own prediction. Okay. So for making my own prediction, what I do, first of all, I am putting the df.describe method. But I promise you in starting, this will help to getting the prediction. Okay. So I take the mypred equal to model Let's suppose there is some futuristic value. Now model is prepared, everything is prepared. Now you have to take any real-time value. Model.predict. Okay, what I do, I copied over here one value, any value. So what I do, I just take df.head. Okay, so I copy this value. Let's suppose I copy this value till array state. MEDV is not part of prediction, that is the outcome. Okay, so these are my input value, whose value I am going to separate by comma. Alright, so I got this value. Okay, and print the predicted price. Let's suppose this is real-time data. Price on given data.
Sir?
Alright. Yes, please.
Sir, why we are using that double square bracket on that predict function?
Yes. Dear, this is the format you train the predict function. The format you train the predict function accept the two-dimensional data. How? X train and Y train. It's a data frame format. Data frame is a two-dimensional data. If you convert data frame variable to numpy, so that will show you two-dimensional data, double square bracket. Okay, so in which format you are creating or training your model, you have to supply your data in that format.
Okay.
That's why I put the double square bracket. I expect someone of you asking this question. Okay, good question. So I run this thing. Okay, what I do, if this reflect the value, no, not value. How we get this value? Yes, 0. Perfect. Okay, because again it's showing the two-dimension data, single entity. So I put the 0th index, 0 column. So what the intention behind this? I suppose that this is my real value. Okay, now see the use of slope. Crime value is minimum this one, maximum is this one. If I manipulate crime value to 50, okay, if I manipulate crime value 50 for any value which is given over here, so my question goes to Sumit Bhatt. Yes, Mr. Sumit, please unmute. Sumit is there? Hello? Sumit is not there. Okay. Madhu Shah. Please do not keep quiet over here because this is the entirely interactive session. I can teach one way, one side, but I try to engage yourself. Not there? Before?
Sir.
Before, so if I change this value to 50, so my house price will increase or decrease with the justification?
Sir, increase because 50 is greater value, so it will increase, I think.
So what about the slope? What slope?
Slope also increase, sir.
No, dear, slope. My model is trained. Value will decrease because as we increase the crime, my house price is going to be decreased. What negative slope says? What negative slope says? Let's suppose this is your negative slope. Okay.
Okay,
so as I increase my crime, see, first time this one is there. Let's suppose this is 5 and this is 10. As I increase the value of this one, let's suppose this is 8, so this is going to decrease to 4 because slope is 5. So if I increase the value of crime 50 because it's a negative slope, this will give me the value decrease. Check this thing. Initially it was $28,850, now $24.29. So this is the importance of slope. If you have
I have question once here. Once you show the predicted values, sir, this 50, 18 you have created by own, right? Means this is the predicted
only
value.
50. I take any random value. I take any random value from dataset. That is the first one.
Okay.
Then I got any value. Then I change the crime. I increase the crime. Since crime is negative value, negative slope, so increase of crime will decrease the house price. That's I prove over here.
Okay, sir.
Got it? So you can
Explain, sir, that slope and intercept part again, please.
what you are not getting over here?
Sir, actually, what I'm not getting is that if the slope is negative, then what my PRED 00 is coming out as. Like my slope is coming as minus 9.1, then my PRED 00 is 28.85. But then when
That
you
is
then 50, then how?
means your mine data and your data different. Mine data and your data is different. What you are asking? Your data is different.
No, sir. I'm asking on here only. Cell number 54 and 55. Can you please explain again? I did not even understand.
See what happened. I pass any row in a
Yeah.
format of data frame in a
Yes.
predict function. This reflect me the price of house on a given parameter. All right. Then for checking the crime part, because crime has the negative slope, I increase the crime. So when any dependent and independent variable has a negative slope, means like this one. So if we increase the x, means crime, then decrease of y. So my intention behind this one, initially you have this value. Let's suppose this is a 5, this is 10, and then you increase the value of x. So the value of y will going to decrease. Let's suppose this is 7. So from 10 it becomes 7. So same thing going to here. I increase the crime from 0.006 to the 50. So initially the house price by 28.85 decreased to 24.29.
Okay.
Means
Sir,
negative.
So here it is clear, but how are you connecting it with describe and describe thing? Even I'm getting it that negative slope also, that is understood, but how? Yes, from here how are you evaluating?
I'm for a describe. I'm just picking the values. What is the minimum value? What is the maximum value? I change the value in between them.
Okay,
you can take beyond this one. Okay, you can take beyond this one, but I take from minimum value and maximum value. Okay, for on which your model is get trained.
Okay, just between minimum and to maximum value, we are putting one. We predict. We are
On
just
on which your model is trained. That's why.
Okay. And
You
after
can
that,
take-
sir,
You can take 150 also. It will work.
decrease more.
50. How in crime increase, more decrease in price.
And sir, that intercept coefficient point that when we were getting that, can you please? Yeah. So here, sir, this minus is showing that the slope is negative, that we have already earlier discovered. Yeah. So for this model also, our intercept will change, or intercept this.
Intercept will only one. Intercept, why intercept change? Because model is trained. Now model is trained. If you retrain your model, then maybe there is some change of this one. Otherwise, it is fixed.
Yeah,
It is
intercept and coefficient will be same for every data point, even if we change the.
Definitely. Because if we train, my model is trained now.
Yes.
Until you don't train the thing, it is same. Okay.
Yeah. Sir, it means that regression line that we are talking about, that is made in this case.
Please repeat the question.
सर वो हमने जो रिग्रेसर लाइन हमारी थी वो हमारी बन चुकी है ना इस
बन चुकी है और यही हर पैरामीटर की अलग अलग है, लेकिन सबको जब कंबाइन कर देंगे तो एक प्लेन बन जाएगा. प्लेन हाई डायमेंशन प्लेन बन जाएगा. That's why we have only one intercept but different model, different slope.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Thank you. Yes.
Now evaluating the model.
सर एक क्वेश्चन था मेरा.
हाँ पूछिए.
सर माई प्रेड आपने 0 लिया था ना, माई प्रेडिक्शन.
मैंने प्रेड इसलिए क्योंकि ये डबल स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट में आपको वैल्यू रिटर्न कर रहा है एरे की फॉर्मेट में, है ना. जब ये एरे की फॉर्मेट में कर रहा है तो ये पहली इंडेक्स, पहला रो, पहला कॉलम है, तभी मैंने डबल जीरो ले लिया था बिकॉज आई
तो
जस्ट
हर मॉडल के लिए ये लेना जरूरी है क्या?
नहीं नहीं बेटा, ये बस सिखा रहा हूँ कि ये मान लो फ्यूचरिस्टिक आपने मॉडल ट्रेन कर दिया, कोई फ्यूचरिस्टिक वैल्यू आई, फ्यूचर की कोई वैल्यू आई, उस पर कैसे रिफ्लेक्ट करेगा मॉडल?
ओके सर, ओके।
ठीक है ना, उस पर रिफ्लेक्शन कैसे होगा?
So, suppose मेरा कोई प्रोजेक्ट लाइक हाउस प्रेडिक्शन पर कोई प्रोजेक्ट कर रहा हूँ, तो उस पे मतलब अगर मेरे को अपना प्रेडिक्टेड मतलब प्राइस चेक करना है तो ये मॉडल सही है ना?
बेटर है, यही तरीका है और क्या।
अच्छा ठीक है सर।
यस, CSV से रीड करा लो, CSV रीड करा दो, CSV फाइट करा लो।
ठीक है सर,
ठीक है ना। चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं। इवैल्यूएटिव मॉडल वी हैव 3 काइंड ऑफ एरर, मीन, एब्सोल्यूट एरर। इसका मैं फॉर्मूला फेच करके नेट से लगाता हूँ, है ना, so that you can understand the formula first. Mean, absolute, first thing you know the absolute error, then mean. Okay. फॉर्मूला यहाँ मिल जाएगा मुझे इमेज पे। That's perfect. इमेज को फैच कैसे करते हैं देख लो आप लोग। ओपन इमेज इन न्यू टैब से कॉपी किया मैंने, बिकॉज अगर आप ये सीख लोगे, इफ यू लर्न दिस थिंग, इट्स अ वेरी गुड थिंग। ओके, img टैग फ्रॉम html src source इक्वल टू check this one, mean, absolute error. What is absolute value? Absolute value just like work as a mod. Mod is double vertical. If you take 3 minus 7, so which exactly evaluate -4, but this will give -4 and this will give, the mod will give only 4, means this is a way to minus removal. This is way to minus removal. Why we remove the minus? I told you in the class. Anyone tell me why we remove the minus?
Yes, sir. If it is plus and minus, it will become 0. So instead of
They
getting
will
0,
cancel out
Yes.
each other. That's why we have to. So first error says subtract each actual value minus predicted value. Hat means predicted value. This is terminology in machine learning data science. Okay, take their mod and divide by total number of this one. So you will get how much error is produced by individual data points what you have in your data set. Okay, so how we access this error? Using scikit-learn library. Okay, so what we do for this one? From sklearn, import matrices. All right, so print mean absolute error, mean ABS absolute error, matrices dot mean absolute error. Okay, and what I pass over here, actual value, that is my y-test, and predicted value, that is my pred. When you're going to this one, so you have very least mean, means you have very good model. Okay, second error, mean squared error. Okay, again the mean squared error. Check the formula. This is root mean. I just take MSC. Check this one. Okay, again what we do, only instead of mod we take the square root. Okay, so where the squared error are used, why we use a squared error? Another way to cancel out this one, but one thing is gradient descent, how to normalize the slope is there. I mean, gradient descent is a problem to reduce the cost function. That's why we use the mean square error. Okay, when we have the gradient descent chapter, so I will carry out this thing. Okay, where there the mean absolute error is not taken, only mean squared error is taken, because we have to see the change with respect to the data given under the slope. All right, so how we calculate this one? Again, that is 29. I mean, that is good value. I mean, less value, because it is calculating the square, so little bit comparing to this one, it is good. Okay, I mean, you can say the model is not bad, it's good, it's a nearby the reality. Last one, root mean squared. Oops, caps lock is on. Mean.
Sir, this mean square error, how could we like say this is a mean we got low error rate?
Because dear, what happened here? We do the square. So obviously it will not equal to this one. Okay, each time we getting the square. So when we getting a square, so this is some magnification little bit higher values there. Okay, but if you calculate the next one, root mean square there, then we taking the square, so again we take the root. Okay, how we take that root? Because if you squaring anything, so it will double. Not double means multiply by 2. It's take its own shape. Okay, yes. So root mean squared error. Just copy. I just write over here mean squared error. It is by mistaken. SQUARRAT squared error. Okay, perfect. And mean squared error, what we do, we take this root np.sqrt. So function. All right. Okay. Main thing, if you want to compare these error. So what we do? PLT dot bar first parameter, the x-axis value. So first I take the mean absolute error. Instead I take the full form, I take the short form MAE, then mean squared error, then root mean squared error. We are comparing using bar chart. All right. The next one, I directly print this, taking this thing. So that beautiful bar chart is created. You can see this thing visually. First one, second one, comma, and third thing. This is list of x value, list of y value, then PLT dot show. Check this thing. Okay, for a given model, these errors shows you visually. So that's the raw model, without doing any lots of effort, without making any complicated thing over here. We created this one here. Now what we can do over here in regression model using data pre-processing. Okay, what we can do the label encoder over here. I mean, somewhere in your data set you have a string data, so we have label encoder, data normalization, number 3, data scaling. Okay, Okay, and for feature selection.
Sir, what we learned from the previous graph, sir? Like it is saying mean absolute error is less.
Please wait. Feature selection using correlation. Yes, Jay. This thing is remaining, and I hope so. We try to implement this thing in our model, given model. Please. Yeah. Now your question is this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, from the graph, I mean, what we are learning, like mean absolute error is less.
Please put your question clearly. I'm not getting you. What you want to ask?
No, sir. I mean, what we are getting from this graph. I mean,
we are getting this graph. What amount of error it's generating? What amount? It is not showing the very high error. Okay. Means you want to compare. See, you don't want to compare with the till now. You don't want to compare with this thing with another model. Okay. So I'm giving you one data set. Okay. I'm giving you one data set. I mean, in fact, we create a data set so that you do all these processing, then see and check the errors. How is errors is gauging? So let's create our data set. Okay. Better I create data set so you got lots of big error. I mean, fake data set do not return some real world result. So better I get I see any data set because I give you the GIF file that contain lot of data set. What data set you will take? Demographics. See this thing, any data set which have the all numeric column. Last column is the what we say numeric also for the regression. What happened with this one? No. My laptop is misbehaving today. No, this is entirely classification data set. Okay, no problem. What I do based on this one, I will give you one data set so that you have to do all this thing and submit me this thing as well as the data set has given you that one. So I hope you enjoy the session. I put my 100% efforts to give you one by one, line by line, think practically. Okay. And I hope you will learn how to load the model, how to do some visualization technique, because what I feel, I mean, I'm not 100% satisfied because you guys don't know the Matplotlib and Seaborn. So when you learn those two libraries, so you got more and more chart on so that you can explore data more and more. Because what if I tell you more and more graph, you don't get this thing. So I plan somewhere today we have Wednesday. Again, hang. No, not hang. So today we have Wednesday. So let's plan on Friday or Saturday to use the Matplotlib. Tomorrow I will teach you data preprocessing. First one, I take the feature selection because one ma'am asked me for the feature selection technique using the correlation. So I will tell you how the heat map is drawn, how to find the best correlated model with the outcome, best correlated feature. All not feature are mostly correlated. And tomorrow we start from correlation. What is correlation? How to check the correlation, different kind of correlation. Then what correlation we have. Okay, because what happened, we have 13 column. So unnecessary column which do not impact on accuracy, something like that, you can drop that one. Okay, so thank you so much. Your query is invited. If you want to ask anything, you can ask me.
सही आप कब तक लोड करेंगे? कल सुबह तक?
बेटा ये लोड करने का काम राखी मैम का है, वो शायद 11 बजे तक लोड कर देती। मेरे पास भी, मैंने भी सब्सक्राइब कर रखा है चैनल। 11 बजे तक नोटिफिकेशन आ जाता है। आप कब चाहते हो? आज ही चाहते हो?
हाँ सर, एक्चुअली
शी इज वर्किंग लेडी आल्सो, सो उन्हें घर भी संभालना होता है थोड़ा सा, तो मैं रिक्वेस्ट कर लूंगा उनसे कि अगर आज अपलोड कर दे तो बेटर ही है। ओके, आपको रिकॉर्डिंग चाहिए या पीडीएफ फाइल, क्या चाहते हो आप?
पीडीएफ फाइल।
चलो पीडीएफ फाइल और डेटा सेट में आज रिकॉर्ड करवा अपलोड करा देता हूँ। एटलीस्ट ये काम कर लो कि आप ये मॉडल बना लो एटलीस्ट।
हाँ सर, इसीलिए बोल रही हूँ।
पहले भी आप नहीं, पहले ही रिग्रेशन की 2 क्लास हो गई थी, उसमें क्या क्या हुआ था? मेरे पढ़ाने से जस्ट पहले 2 क्लास हुई थी, उसमें क्या क्या हुआ था?
सर यही हुआ था, बट विजुअलाइजेशन नहीं किया था हमने, बस नीले रिग्रेशन का यही प्रेडिक्शन तक कर लिया था।
चलो
और
चलो कोई
एरर
बात
भी
नहीं,
करा था, बस एक एरर छूट गया था एब्सोल्यूट वाला।
चलो कोई बात नहीं, ये कर लो है ना। और देखते हैं कोई डेटा सेट मुझे मिल जाता है तो मैं आपको देता हूँ रिग्रेशन का यूसीआई से, या आप लोग खुद डाउनलोड कर लो। यूसीआई खोलना, यूसीआई मशीन लर्निंग रिपोजिटरी खोलना, ये सभी लोग नोट डाउन कर लो। ओपन दिस वन, माय माउस इज नॉट वर्किंग, आई होप, चलो नो प्रॉब्लम।
सर यूट्यूब लिंक सेम है कि कुछ डिफरेंट
सेम है, सेम है। आप यूट्यूब पे जाओ, IIBM खोलो, इसे सब्सक्राइब कर लो। मैंने यहाँ पे वो बना रखा है, बुकमार्क बना रखा है।
ठीक है।
खोलोगे तो आप देख सकते हो, ये तो मैंने पहले की वीडियो पढ़ी है। आप यहाँ पे क्लिक करना, IIBM यूजिंग दिस फीचर।
सर तो अभी वो अपलोड मैनेजमेंट अपलोड कर रही है क्या वीडियोस लेटेस्ट?
हाँ, वीडियो अपलोड हो रही है बेटा, वीडियो अपलोड हो रही है। देखो कल की भी हो गई है वाली।
नोट्स भी हो रही है क्या?
नोट्स LMS पे जा रहे हैं। ये कल वाली वीडियो हो गई, 8 घंटे पहले हुई है, देखो है। तो यहाँ से होम पे जाके आप लोग करते हो, इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लो तो तुरंत नोटिफिकेशन आ जाएगा। ठीक है,
ठीक है सर, मेरा सब्सक्राइब है सर।
हाँ तो नोटिफिकेशन आ चाहिए, खुद देख लिया को 10-11 बजे करीब हो जाती है अपलोड। मैं कोशिश करता हूँ कि PDF आज अपलोड करा दूँ मैम से रिक्वेस्ट करके, ये PDF आपको आज मिल जाएगी। और UCI पे जाके आप ये करना, कहाँ पे काम, यहाँ पे देखना व्यू ऑल डेटा सेट करना है ना। तो यहाँ पे देखो वो अच्छा रिग्रेशन का लिखा हुआ आएगा, रिग्रेशन के 137 डेटा सेट है। डाउनलोड कर लेना कोई सा एयर क्वालिटी वगैरह, एक मॉडल बना के देखो, इतने सारे मॉडल बना सकते हो आप, 137 मॉडल बना सकते हो। ठीक है ना, उठा के देखो, बनाओ कोई चीज, नई चीज है ना। ये देखें ना सारे कॉलम न्यूमेरिक हो, क्योंकि मैंने आपको ये नहीं बताया, स्टिल आई डोंट टीच यू हाउ टू कन्वर्ट स्ट्रिंग कॉलम इनटू numeric one. Okay, so that's the thing I don't teach you, so you can go and do your best of luck. I just put this thing over here on your PDF file, UCI regression data set.
सर मैंने आपको ना मेल करी है कल वाली इशू के लिए कि सर वो जो मेरा आने
कौन सा
लगा
मेल?
सर वो KDE लाइन जो पीक पे नहीं आ रही थी।
अच्छा मैं देख लूंगा बेटा, क्योंकि बहुत हेक्टिक डे हो जाता है, मैं देख नहीं पाता। जब देखता हूँ सबके एक साथ देख लेता हूँ मैं, है ना।
हाँ नो प्रॉब्लम सर, बस एक बार
क्योंकि मैंने परसों भी रिवर्ट किया था, आज मैं देख लूंगा, जैसे होगा तो मैं आपको रिवर्ट कर दूंगा, है ना। सो थैंक यू सो मच, गुड नाइट।
Sir.
Yes please. हाँ बोलो।
Sir, there is 3 errors, right? Sir, mean absolute error, mean square error, and root mean square error. I mean, which one we should choose, sir? Like,
नहीं, आपको पूरा चेक करना है आपको। घर में 3 सब्जियां बनी तो तीनों खाते हो ना, एक छोड़ देते हो? जब रिग्रेशन मॉडल ने आपको तीन आपको मैट्रिसेस दे रखी है, तीनों को चेक करो आप, है ना। उसमें चॉइस नहीं रखी। एक R2 स्कोर रह रहा है, शायद मैं कल बताऊं, जब मैं कोरिलेशन निकालना बताऊंगा तब बताऊंगा को R2 स्कोर होता क्या है। क्योंकि कोरिलेशन में जब फीचर सिलेक्शन कर लोगे तब देन यू कैन डिसाइड दैट मॉडल इज मोर एक्यूरेट, बिकॉज ये एरर है, ये एक्यूरेट मॉडल का नहीं बताया इसने, ये बताया इसने एरर कम है। आपका मॉडल एक्यूरेट कितना है, उसकी प्रेडिक्शन कितनी नियर बाई है रियल वर्ल्ड के, ये समझिए। ये हमें आपको बताऊंगा कोरिलेशन के बाद, because so that you can first compare the thing how accurate model is, and after feature selection how model is going to be accurate.
Okay,
thank you so much. Any more queries so that we can bind up the session?